Um, meow, meow. It's cat time. Friday, my dude. Fridays every while. God damn, today was a thing today. I release the video and I get some of the chirpiest people alive around as well. Am I getting no sound? Oh, still getting no. Let me try the headphone jack. It's good. Okay. At least the background music. Few noises. There. Now what I've got. This plitch sound of Stardew Valley. And Steam acting up again. Anything fantastic on Steam? I doubt it. Base games for all of those. Solaris I played quite a bit, and I've got most of the expansion except the most recent ones. Most recent ones are still only 33% off. Don't think I'll get them. Not terrible. Missing the Nemesis, that's Bucks, Paragons, Astral Plane, First Contact, and the rest are nothing special here. And that wouldn't be a terrible purchase. I mean, I did play, quite a few. Hey, Transformer fans. Haven't seen industry mostly. Yes, I am just going to be doing relaxing games today because, geez, work was terrible. I have no idea why work was this awful today, but it was. I have no clue why things got weird. I kind of know, but let's not get too much. No seed, we're good to go. We selected the right farm and lock. And bonk. Go. Gotta hit your tree, your bed with your axe. That's the first thing you should do in the morning. Chickens. I hope you're having fun with the. I think you got the Great at Legion books, which are pretty good. I mean, they're old school at this point, really, but they are pretty good. Day 3 training, that's normal. Printer-related call time usually don't have that big of a problem with, because all of our printers are Lexmark. Lexmark does a decent job of supporting us. So I got 4 eggs, so that's a good start. Dump to A. Yeah, printer calls are usually not that bad because most of the time it's order consumables, which is really, nothing special. Or you have to call Lexmark and have a tech show up on site. Usually not that bad when it's Lexmark call. We are dealing with other types of devices, though, that are a little bit more complex to manage, let's say. This. Drop the sword because I need it. And take the pickaxe. Oh, I got one piece of copper already. That's a start, I guess. Already have a ladder here, so we don't have to dig through everything if we don't see anything useful on this floor. Right. Sure. You have a ladder here as well. Okay. That's a topaz. That would be good, but not now. That horseradish. No, I do not think BattleTech would. The way you'd have to look at the history of BattleTech and how it was, how the license got so messed up. They're never. Whoever owns the license to BattleTech will never go with third-party anything anymore. The original few mechs that a lot of people you'll hear called the Unseen came from Japanese animation, and it caused a huge amount of trouble because of how the license for those designs were. It was mostly because of Harmony Gold, the company that made Robotech, which you probably know as well. Harmony Gold were copyright trolls for most of their history, let's say. Mostly because everything that they tried to do with the Robotech license completely failed. So, a bit of an odd situation. Oof. When everybody has different printers, I can understand the problem. Because different printers, especially if you have to order consumables for them, that will get crazy confusing. Like, okay, for that particular printer, what am I supposed to order for an imaging kit or a maintenance kit or a kit? Oh, I don't have a piece of charcoal yet. I do. I really don't have a whole lot of stone. We'll need to break up more stones, but still low on copper a bit. We are finding some, so that's a start. For a Transformer fan, we are doing a Mayo speed run right now. The goal is to get our hands on Mayo and drinking it. But to do that, well, there's all sorts of steps to take. Well, that's an amethyst. That's a second Earth crystal. Only need one, but grab it. Copper. We did find our piece of coal that we need. So we're missing 6 pieces of copper to cash in, basically, to be able to complete speed run. Right now we're missing 2, so that's really not bad. We'll have plenty of eggs to eat. Eggs are delicious when you just, gulp them down. Not sure that's the safest thing to do. Not gulp down eggs with the shell and all. Let's go with that as a recommendation. I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist. Don't take any advice I give seriously. What else do those people on YouTube always say? All right, we've got our stone, we've got our coal, we've got plenty of Earth crystals and plenty of copper. We're out of the mines. And talk to Linus because Linus is awesome. We still need wood, so we're going to chop down that tree here. Best tree chopped down. I think maybe 17 wood is enough. Maybe. I am not 100% sure, so I'm going to cut down another 3. Just going to cut it down. They're going to take out the stump. That one. That is going to be a decent run at this point. Unless I get stuck on stones like this time. I've got pretty much everything I need. Now, the next step is to raise my farming level to level 2. To raise your farming level to level 2, the best thing to do is to get kale, because kale is, well, kale is, I was going to say delicious. It isn't. Honestly, I really don't like kale all that much. But, I have not hydrated my rock, but I did hit my bed with my axe. A very important thing to do as well. There's a woodpecker. Hello, woodpecker. Being very peckish. All right. Gonna owe a 29 or so area. Ooh, 16, 14, 15, 16, 17, 9, 20, 21, 24, 25, 27, 28, 20. I have extra kale for the run because there is a chance that I lose some of it. So here. Oh no, I should water it. If I plant it, I should water it. I don't know how long it takes for things to grow if you don't water them, or if they die if you don't water them. I am not 100% sure how that actually interacts. And I've never not watered my plants, so the best possible scenario would be now for me to get a bunch of rainy days. Chances are fairly low at that, so. Plant showed up and gave me his furnace plans, which I will need very soon. Furnace. Down. Pull in. Go get an egg. If I want to make mayo, I just need 1 egg. All right. I do have to water them. I've got my copper bar. And we got lucky. It's great that we got a good run to begin with. That means I might just go and play on my main save instead. We'll see. And unless something really weird happens. Oh, it's raining. I'll take a rainy day. That's a free day, basically. I'll take a free day of... Wish there was a closer option for the water, but there is. Water, 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 water. Hope for another rainy day or maybe a fairy. Fairy takes a lot of time to animate though. Well, another rainy day? That'll be a very, very good run. That'll be a very... no, it's not ready yet. Okay. Thought it'd be ready today. Still pretty good. Saved 2 days of watering. I think they'll be ready tomorrow. Oh. Looks like maybe a mid 13-minute run like that. Yep. Now you have to sleep on it. Learned how to make my Mayo machine. Wrong button. Make the Mayo machine. I don't think I need to cut a second 3 down. 1 3 should be enough. And lock. 13-13. 13-13. That's a really good run for this year. Do you want to update your best times? Yes, I do. So we're about 50% completion, but if we look at the last 2 days, we had 2 failed run and 1 successful one. And my average time, I mean, I was at 15 minutes. I'm down to 13. I can probably just cut 1 3 instead of 2, so that saves me a few minutes. Not bad. Maybe the chickens would eat it. That's the thing. I'm not sure if the chicken eat the kale. Put it there. Maybe. Maybe. A lot of what I need to do is just optimization of just my movement, my mining, my this, my that, obviously, so. I'm thinking maybe that'd be an idea. Is you do have to run there to refill your water bucket every time anyway. I'll try a run this time. See if we can get to the kale percent section. If we can, we'll test it. I've axed my bed again, which is perfectly normal. I haven't seen anyone do it that way. Did watch a few different people do that run. Just have an idea of how to do it properly. Mines. I didn't break the rocks for ear like I normally do. The problem is if I want to do it there, I'll have to. Woo. It's not a whole lot. I'd have to cite this entire area, and I'm not sure if that would be faster than what I'm doing now. There's always those questions that come into mind, too. Now, let's see what the mine luck is. Got 8 horseradish. And got a little bit of food for the trip. It is not fantastic, but it is... Oh, well, I say that, and there's 2 leaks here. As long as there's no silver or gold leaks or whatever, because that would take an extra inventory slot, which I do not have to spare. And I'm already low on inventory slots with what I've already got. Yes, I did pre-order the Yaira stuff. I pre-ordered it day 1, so I know I'm gonna get it. I usually manage to order it day 1, so when it launches or it releases, I'm one of the first one to get it. I'm kind of happy. I have no idea how Yaira is gonna be. I'm generally not an horror fan, so, and I know the Soska sisters are far more horror centric, let's say. So it'll be a case of I'll have to read it. I really liked Alpha Core because that's really my style of superhero story. You're not getting a whole lot of copper this time around. Is not a very conducive run. Wow. Topaz. That'd be great if I was looking for gems, but I am not. I'm just looking for basic copper. I don't have to look for the stairs a whole lot, so that's not bad as well. I don't know. Haven't gotten my coal yet, but that is far from a major issue. Not coal, copper. You need the coal. It really helps that for Alpha Core, he got probably one of the best and most recognizable name to write it. I mean, it would have been great if Graham Nolan had done it as well, but Graham Nolan was probably outside of his price range. Nolan does books that are doing really well on their own. Okay, we're just missing 10 pieces of copper, so really not that terrible of a run yet. Unless we don't find any more copper, obviously. Come on. Oh, I don't have my piece of coal yet either. That is actually a bit surprising and troubling. Come on, I need coal. Is I don't want to run to die because of coal. That would be the weirdest scenario. We're still missing a little. Oh no, it's perfect. If you have questions about Battletech lore, Battletech history, like real life history, I'll be more than glad to answer any questions. And I've got people that can help with that as well. I mean, some people that show up every once in a while are really knowledgeable about it. I'm in a bunch of Discords where people are also pretty knowledgeable about it. When Mobius is around, Mobius is buying a lot of the older books right now, which is pretty cool. In one of the groups I'm in, there's a guy who has 80% of the original FASA library, which is a large number of books, but it's also a bunch of rarer books. It's actually pretty cool to talk to him. And like, yeah, I'm looking for a primary source for a video. Can you Can you point me out in the right direction? He's usually able to do it. It's really cool. I have not found a single piece of coal in all the stuff I've broken. No, Battletech it's its own history. It's 1,000 years in the future or less, but as its own history. It's usually pretty straightforward. I mean, it's a bit weird because for BattleTech, there's some novels and some section of the history that's, you know, very young adult. That run is dead. I don't have enough energy to finish it. I'm not gonna find 3 more copper number of hits I can do with my axe, with my pickaxe. I don't think. But I mean, it's neo-feudalism, so it is based on a form of history, let's say. Batter down. Really lucky, maybe I'll get it. Do I have enough stamina left to break this? Yes. Okay, the run's not dead. It looked very dicey there for a minute, but the run's not dead. But it's not going to go the way I want it to. It's a good run to test something. Battletech is extremely grounded, especially when you look at space travel and that portion of the game. Going from planet to planet uses a jump drive, and the jump drive needs a couple days to recharge at the jump station, which is near the sun. And to get to the planets, well, it'll take you a couple of days because, well, going from place to places takes a couple days, even if you go at top speed on a ship. So it's a lot more grounded in reality for that. Yes, some people are going to be like, yeah, but giant robots are not super grounded in reality. You have to start realizing all that goes on in Battletech to understand where this is coming from. It is, 600 years in the future with direct mental control over your machine. So it's a very different universe at that point. All right. Clint gives me his furnace. I can't build the furnace yet. However, cut down that 3 because I'll need wood. I think I've got wood. This site bit of this area. Plant stuff. Are you really saving that much time because you do have to do all that siting and all that managing? That is where the question. And the chickens get in the way. Maybe I should just sell the chicken? I don't think it's really worth it. I mean, I've committed to it, so I'll do it. Well, it doesn't matter when I... that stuff. It's not a bad theory. There's no bad theories in speedrunning. You should always try everything. So... but seeing how it is now, probably not worth it. Because I'm saving time on the watering, but I'm not saving time on anything else. Of course, if we're talking about giant robots, Battletech is probably the most grounded super robot kind of universe. Because even if you look at most Japanese shows, they're not that grounded in the end. That one egg. If I could move my house closer to it. I think the previous run is probably about as good as it's gonna get normally, unless you get like a super good luck day or something like that. So. Yeah, going to Robin, yeah, that would... I don't think there's any ways of really moving your house closer that'll save you time, basically. It is good that the chickens are not eating the kale, because real chickens would eat that kale right away. Because chickens are dumb. That's one thing that I've learned about chicken. They are not the smartest animal on the farm. They had done in BattleTech for a very short period. They had tried some, a little bit more super robot-y stuff with the Hellhounds and their leader, who was had some weird powers, but that lasted all of a couple books before the lead designers went wild. No, that's probably not a very good. Yes, the Dino Nugget meme. That was dark. Very dark. And it represents chickens really well as well. It's still not raining. Yeah, this is not going to be a fantastic run, but yeah, Crow! Can't even make crow mayo. If you could go to find a crow's nest who's eating all of your crops, and you could grab his eggs and make mayo out of it, that would be awesome. That would be sweet revenge. Crow Mayo. It should be I'll make a mod for Stardew Valley where you can make Crow Mayo. There we go. I don't have a problem with the whole invisible mech thing as long as at some point they would have given an explanation for either advanced ECM that he found or something like that. But they never explained it, so it never went anywhere. So, and as with all, in every single speedrunning situation, birds are jerks. So we are all in agreement here. Birds are jerks. Should have my level. Scale percent is done. Now I just need to drink my mayo. Go here, mayo machine. Down, put an egg in it, and are drinking the mayo. 17 minutes. I mean, it's a 4-minute difference from the best time, but it's, not that far from some of the other times we've had. No, there are no geese in this game. There's probably a mod for it, though, because there's just so many mods for Stardew Valley. It's not even funny. But there are no geese that I know of. Save my split. I mean, that was 2 completed run in one go. I mean, it's much better than I had before. Hey, Tetra, how you doing? The idea with Invisible Mech, what was going on with that particular idea there was some of the characters that had like near-death experience, their mechs would be like you wouldn't see them on sensors. It was a really weird idea, and like I said, it didn't really go anywhere. I mean, this is reproduced later on, but with actual technology. You've got ECMs, you've got all sorts of advanced tech that you can use. And could I make a Mayo machine at this point? No, I don't have enough copper. I don't have enough copper. I know I do have the copper bars, so I've got what I need to do to make the Mayo machine. I could. Maybe. Let's grab copper bars. I'll grab this and the wood. I think that's what you need, or is it stone that you need? Mayo machine. That's a charcoal kiln. Now, where's the Mayo machine? Wait, where's the Mayo machine? Why am I not seeing it? Am I not? No, I'm not level 2 yet, am I? I'm not farming level 2 yet, so I can't make the Mayo machine. Solves that problem. Alright, well. Gonna start making a hefty profit off those eggs. Not really. Today was rather terrible at work. Oh, well, thank you very much for the $2. I will cherish that money. It is a very kind donation. And today was rough at work, so I'm a little bit... I'm trying to relax a bit more tonight, so... I did 2 runs, and both runs we completed, which is much better than we've had earlier. I just found the one thing that I needed to finish my bundle as well, so finished the bundle. I should have checked the luck, see if it was worth it to go to the mines today. That's where it gets difficult. Sometimes you have to think of where you're going to go and what you're going to do. All right, let's go here. Oh, you have someone that's working at the biscuit factory. That's a good cat, at least. Yay, bundle complete. We get 30 spring seed. I'll take that. He brings it to the little hut. And it unlocked... Okay, just the top section? I thought it unlocked all of it once. Oh, okay, no, it's slowly unlocking everything. Okay, there we go. It unlocked 2 of the things. Okay. I have to complete 1 other bundle before I can move forward with the entry. Parsnip, green bean, cauliflower, and carrot. I've got all of that in the hopper, so that's a very good start. Very well. I haven't checked the rest, but that fish. River fish, night fish, lake fish, master fish. Oof. This one's going to be fun. Crab pot, that's easy. 5 of those, and like those 5 you don't even need the crab pot to get. I never saw crayfish before. Is that a new thing in the new update? Probably. That's pretty cool. Crayfish. Or crawdaddies. Is that how they call them in the South? Crawdaddies? Got me some flowers to try to woo the ladies. Did I have a quest? Oh, I have the green slime quest. I have to go to the... I have to go to the dungeon. Kill some slimes. Oh, I do not want to eat the daffodil. I just want to talk to her. I shouldn't have taken that quest, probably. Oh, well. Try to woo the daughter and the mom. Crawdads. I'm going to talk to everybody that I can, so I'm on my way. I'm early enough in the year, I think, that I don't need to panic. Sure. That later. Largemouth bass, I'll have to check where it shows up, or when it shows up, but it shouldn't be too bad to go fishing, you know, a little bit. Favorite Cybertronian? I would say Devastator, because I'm old school like that. That's not... Well, no, I wanted to go check the luck, just in... living off the land. Is there anything useful there? Fortune teller, what do you say? Oh, spirits are not happy. Make things more difficult for me. Grab the sword. I'll need the pickaxe. And maybe the hoe, so... And put those things there. All I need is to kill slime, so it's not, you know, terrible. Largemouth Bass's Mountain. Got my bamboo pole. A lot of people will say Optimus Prime. I do like Optimus Prime, but Devastator, I don't know, he just had an effect on me when I was a kid, looking at a bunch of construction trucks that were actually bad guys. That was already special, and then they formed that super giant robot, even bigger than the other robots. I really liked that particular thing all over. Now I want slimes, and there won't be any slimes anywhere, I suppose? No, okay, there's... Go down. I need 4 slimes, so it's not that difficult to that one quest, but I need 10. And I haven't brought any. Maybe I should have. Oh, crap. Bugs. Bugs, 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 bugs. You look for slimes and you get anything but, and the time you don't need slimes, there's hordes of them. It's always the same. I'm just gonna go and reset floor 5 and 10. Floor 5. There we go. We've got 2 slimes here. Go. Just need one more slime to complete the base quests. Not bad. That quest is done. To talk to Lewis. Okay, I need to talk to the mayor. Finish it. I think I'm gonna go and do that instead of messing around and do the bamboo pole fishing bit right after. If I had brought a bunch of food, I would have been more than glad to do it. All of that is useful. Oh, at this time of day. I'll go check. Come on. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. That's probably a carp. Yep, that's a carp. Oh, it's a gold quality carp. Not just a carp. Gold quality carp. The best possible carp. No, not. It's not even the best possible carp you can get. Am I trying to fish the scientist guy? Looks like that's what I was trying to do. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. To find Lewis. Okay, the slime I can get rid of because I know I won't. Stone I might use. Bug meat I won't really need until I'm higher level to make a bunch of bait for the fish. Ah, there's Lewis. Lewis, I killed the slimes for you. And 240 gold, that's a very good money. Well, the Decepticons had all the military vehicles, so that's why they were a little bit cooler for some. And the normal people at the and the Autobots had the sports cars and stuff like that. So it evened out in the end as to it really depended on what you liked, what you would see, right? Some people would prefer the sports cars, some people would prefer the military vehicles. I mean, nothing weird there. A bullhead. I might need those fish for the community center. I'll go check. Is a large mass bows. That's what I needed for the other quest. I need the money for the I need the money for the backpack. That's the really important bit. Every penny I get is worth it. 100 bucks. So I made like 300 bucks today out of killing a few slimes and helping people out in town. Lake fishing, is that it? Oh, the sturgeon. The sturgeon's the hard one to get. Always prefer the villain. It really depends on the show in my case. Some shows that I will be honest that I will prefer the villains to the good guys. For G.I. Joe, it's a little bit weird uh, because they had a fairly wide diversity of character, let's say. Um, you had the opportunity to see all sorts of people, and in the Joes, you had some characters that were more interesting. Like Spirit was pretty cool, especially if you read the comics. If you read the comics for GI Joe, the Joes are going to be far better than Cobra. If you're just in the, you're just reading the, you're just watching the comic, not the comics. Yeah, I got free carrots. Okay, sapling. Oh. You know, I have a lot of stuff to plant. If I wanted to go home and just do that, get that ready for later. I think I'll do that rather than fishing. Not a super great idea, but something to do. Nothing in the trash cans. I mean, Destro's really cool, and Baroness is really cool as well. But I mean, Commander Cobra is. He has a hard time being cool, let's say. He looks cool until he starts talking. In the new Energon Universe books, he is already a little bit more threatening and a little bit more badass, at least. So there is that. But in original G.I. Joe, I have a bit of a hard time with Commander Cobra. He comes out as a tryhard a lot, I guess, which is not always a good thing. Plant some carrots. Those are really big carrot seeds, though, because normally carrot seeds are tiny, tiny, tiny little things. Those are potatoes. I can tell. Is it just a whole bunch of potatoes that they gave me? Or it might be random and they all look like potatoes. That is also a possibility. And I need to cultivate all sorts of things if I want to level up my farming, which is required, so. Of course, that'll mean I'll probably need to refill my watering can a couple times. Water all of that. My health is going a little bit low, but that's not a problem. That's one cauliflower, that's 3 green beans. I've got what it takes to get the bundle done at least fairly easily. Do I have some food stuff somewhere just to finish up the day here? Eat an egg. Uncooked. Like a real man. In Marvel, the villains, there's the problem that the villains are now all pretty much good guys in Marvel. So that's the sad bit. But I mean, to make a compelling villain, you need him or her to be, able to do all sorts of things. So they make a better villains that way, I guess. But that's a lot in American comics, American TV shows, things like that, where you have those villains that are a little bit more, friendly or not friendly, but relatable. While in a French comic, it doesn't happen very often. Okay, not a good day to go to the mine eater. Cauliflowers are generally one of the better things to grow in spring because cauliflower has a very high return on investment, basically. So that's a weird thing here. I prefer Ale Cobra to Ale Hydra, that's for sure. I think the thing with Cobra, at least for me, is that the supporting characters in Cobra were generally, you know, either like you felt bad for them because they kept messing up and they shouldn't have, or they had all sorts of weird things happen to them and you still felt bad for them. While for the Joes, well, they always got lucky. They always got what they wanted. They all and it kind of got easy for them. But I mean, I really like Flint as an example. He is a pretty cool run of the mill military guy, which is kind of fun to have. This I could go turn in, actually. There's a few things I could go turn in, but there's no point in turning things before you can turn in the whole bundle, basically. At least most of the time. Just watering my plants takes almost half of my energy. I'll go around town, try to talk to people. Next day I should be getting my dog or my cat. I can't remember if I decided to take a cat or a dog with Mike from Canmore. I wouldn't need to have a plaid shirt and jeans to be really Mike from Canmore, though. He was a funny character from a Canadian TV show. The alcoholic and the guy who never got past high school football. The grandparents, who are pretty cool. Always liked them. But there is a quest. Looking for a small bass. Smallmouth bass. Smallmouth bass must be with the largemouth basses. How much is the $2,000 for the backpack? Talk to daughter to get some friendship levels up with them. Al Bundy. That is a sad statement and yet quite accurate. Well, Darkseid's not a. It's weird. We think of Darkseid as a solo bad guy, but he's the leader of his brand of supervillains through the new gods and such. Smallmouth, Amanda. Smallmouth bass are also in the river, I suppose. The largemouth bass was there. Well, go talk to the people I always forget to talk to. Darkseid is supposed to hang out. I can't remember the name of the. There's that one like underling he has. There's Steppenwolf. There's what's his name? There's Granny Goodness. So there is a significant number of villains that Darkseid is the leader of. Let's say so. Yeah, for the mountain, the only fish I'm missing is the sturgeon, and that's only in summer when it's raining that you can catch one, and it's really hard to catch, so. How about his river? I'll catch one fish here, and we'll go to the river. Oh, being a bit picky. It is a largemouth bass. Okay. I'll go fish the river. What do we have to lose? Except time. In worst case, I catch fishes and I can turn them into community center and level up. I do need to level up my fishing. If I want to be able to catch the sturgeon, like I said here, do need to be a pretty good fisherman. Catching an actual sturgeon in real life must be pretty difficult. Well, there's the smallmouth bass that I needed. It was over here. I need to bring it to Clant. It'll be quicker if I go there. Clint's the blacksmith, so he's kind of out of town. Say hello to the good people at Joja Cola. Hi, Clint. Here's your smallmouth bass you asked about. Yay, made some money. It's what I wanted, really. I'll just fish the rest of the day away. Sam and Penny. Bond River, so yeah, that makes sense. I'll go check what they need for the river fish bundle. Unfish. Special items and power collection. I always forget where the bundle button is. There is a bundle button. Okay. You have to go to your main thing. Fish tank. River fish. I need a sunfish, which I have. Catfish, shad. Shad is the fish. And a tiger trout. I think the tiger trout's the one that's a bit harder to get in there. And I could go on the grind and start, getting as much wood as possible. Well, have a very nice rest of your day, Mobius. I won't be streaming in the weekend as usual. I'll just be recording videos. So, if you want to catch me live, it'll probably be more on a airing frenzy has begun at the beach. That's new. I've never seen that before. Airing frenzy. Lamb. Easter. I guess if I fish, I'll only catch herrings or something. Well, that's a seaweed. That's not a herring. That was a seagull. An achievement. Okay, I'll take it. I'll eat some seaweed. They said there was an herring frenzy, but the first thing I caught was a darn sardine. It's also a sardine, I'm pretty sure. I mean, catching sardines on a dock is really weird. An anchovy. Okay. Catching all the small fish. Come on, fish. was easier than expected. Another sardine. But I leveled up my fishing, which is not bad. It's kind of makes this day sort of worth it, I guess. Come on. Seaweed. Eat it. I want to check something. You need the wood in your inventory to fix the bridge there? Probably. I don't know. Fixing that bridge, there's more things that drop over there, and there's sometimes better fishing spots. So that's probably a herring. Finally. Bit more difficult to catch than the other little fish I caught. Oh, that was a flounder. Okay, the only thing I need, that's odd. I can put those two. Oh, it's silver. Okay. Another sardine. Come on. Come on, fish. Stop being fishy. Oh, that's. Wish I could just eat it. Oh well. Go drop off the stuff. Everybody chilling out at the saloon? Two people are chilling out at the saloon. I might need that. Oh well. I was gonna buy beer to the two alcoholics that hang out over there. Always the nice thing to do, especially when they decide to become recovering. You keep buying them beer because it's a love gift and the easiest way to become friends with them. You are not the kindest of friend, let's say. And ocean fish, there was one of those that I already cashed in. Not bad. We're moving. We're moving. Oh, Linus doing. Oh, Linus is doing what I'm normally doing. Talking about raccoons. They're not raccoons. Raccoons are awesome. It's okay, Linus. I do the exact same thing you do. Don't worry. There, I'm gonna be nice to the Mountain Man. The tavern owner is going to be nice to him. Zucchini fritters. That's actually pretty good. There's a few weird things like that you first hear it and you're like, oh, that sounds weird, and then you actually try it. Zucchini fritters, cauliflower bites, things like that, and you actually try it and you're like, oh, that's actually pretty good. How much is beer? 400 $400 for a bottle of beer? Jesus. Got a little bit of time. Well, no, I do need thinking of like 100 different things that I need. I would like to repair that bridge at the beach, so I do need wood for that. I can sell all the fish that I've got that I caught, though. All of that I can now sell and make not a hefty profit, but you know, a couple pennies. Pennies is better than nothing. X, go chop some. Do need some wood to stay around, though, some of the trees to stay around to get the moss off of them when they grow big enough. I need some of the trees to stay around so I can tap them with a tapper at some point. Well, all sorts of things that I need to. I have 300 woods. That's 31 plus some pine cone stuff. Here. No, this one. I'm at just at 300. Okay. It's not hard to get that a lot of wood, but it's not easy. Got an amethyst and topaz that I can drop off at the museum. Level 2 fishing, I can now make baits. So now that bug meat that we were finding killing some monsters is really worth it. We made a small profit off that day. I'm probably going to call it a day depending on what it says here. Right? I just wanted to see mildly perturbed, not the greatest. Okay, I've got a cat. I wanted to make sure of what animal I add. I have a cat. Meow, says the cat. Will you adopt this cat? Of course I will. What should I name the cat? There's a lot of random names. A cat. There, call him Nova Cat. Whiskers, that would also be a very appropriate name. Nova Cat is one of the clans in BattleTech. So it is clan Nova. It is Nova Cat, the Nova Cat cat. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Anyways, I was gonna reset my. Well, not reset. Destroying my farm. Gonna exit. So. All right. Thank everybody for watching me for so long. I hope you guys have a very nice rest of your evening. Bye-bye.